Hey guys, it's Buddha Gem, and I'm back from vacation, and I've had a little technical difficulties uploading videos, but hopefully this works. I'm still trying to do a video a day, and I'd like to respond to Mr1001Nights' recent video, Send the Feminist to the Mines. It's a topic he's touched on again and again, the idea being that if feminists were really sincere about equality, they would take on the more dangerous jobs in society, like mining, construction, that crazy fishing they do up in Alaska. Although, you know, the really dangerous jobs in society that tend to be dominated by men. It baffles me that Mr1001Nights sees this as purely a gender thing, when, like most things, capitalism plays a very heavy hand in this, in relationship with patriarchy. So I'm not going to get into the mining thing because I just don't know enough about it. But I do happen to work in one of the more dangerous industries in our economy, construction, where as construction workers we are 5 times more likely to be killed or maimed, or get some kind of illness, usually long term, like exposure to asbestos, that type of stuff. It's very dangerous, and yes, it is dominated by men, but it's for good reason. Women have been traditionally excluded from these trades, from whether it's carpentry, plumbing, iron workers, on and on, all the various construction trades. I have no doubt the same was true with mining, but like I said, I'm not going to go into that. And back in the 80s, I believe, the Carpenters Union, like with many others, attempted to bring more women into the trades, but it was a half-hearted effort. So we brought the women in, and that was it. And what the women were faced up against, if you ever get a chance to talk to a female carpenter who's been in the business for 20, 30 years, the stories they can tell you will really put things in perspective. Women having their hard hats pissed in when they went to break, come back and it's full of piss. Being raped, attempted rapes while they went to the bathroom. All kinds of sexually degrading language. Just everything that could be done by men to make these women feel uncomfortable. And they have to deal with all of that. They had to deal with all that, and with a very dangerous job. I mean, how they made it through, I don't know. But my hat's off to them, because they paved the way for many more women. Now we fast forward 20, 25 years, and the unions have gotten a lot better about this. So not only are they recruiting women into the trades, but we've set up the infrastructure to help protect them, to make sure that that kind of behavior is no longer tolerated. So, for instance, all carpenters in our trade have to go to sexual harassment training. The women have their separate bathroom with a key, usually, to where they don't have to worry about some jerk-off coming in the bathroom and, assaulting them. There are all kinds of different infrastructures in place that women can go to, channels that they can reach out to deal with any kind of jerk-off that's going to try to make their life miserable. And there's zero tolerance for it now. Where back in the day, it would have been laughed off. He was just kidding, blah, blah. The old boys club. That's changed tremendously. I'm not saying it's perfect, but we've made great strides. And the women have a group here within our union called Sisters in the Brotherhood. They meet weekly where it's just women. They don't have to worry about some guy listening in or making fun of their problems or whatever it is. They get to meet together, figure out what their problems all are. It's almost like a union within the union to deal with these very gender-specific problems that they face within our trades. So the point of all this, though, is that this isn't, the markets, whether it's the market for a job or the market for diamonds or whatever it is, markets, there's no such thing as this free open market where everyone has access. Everybody can go be a miner. Everyone can go be a carpenter. No, it's not true. And traditionally there have been many obstacles for women to enter into these more dangerous trades that were sexist, that were built on patriarchy, that protected the privilege of men to have these better, typically higher paying jobs. Now, one of the funny things, just to mention his Mr1001Nights video, is he mentions that very often the prostitutes that service the miners in Australia would often end up making more money than the miners themselves. And somehow that makes them better than the miners. But we all know that money doesn't always equate to prestige. I'm sure someone would be much more proud, a woman would be much more proud to say, I'm a minor, whether they're making $4 an hour or $100 an hour, than to have to share with their family that they're a prostitute. That's just my 2 cents. But again, the reason that women aren't in these trades has nothing to do with their willingness to take on the danger. I work with many wonderful and amazing female carpenters. I see females and women in all different trades doing their job and doing it well. And thankfully, we're moving to a stage where the harassment of women in the workplace is less and less tolerated, which is awesome. So that's my 2 cents. And if you're interested in feminism, you're new to it, Mr1001Nights, I definitely recommend Bell Hooks' Feminism is for Everybody, because feminism is for everybody.